went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said.
It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 2nd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Good. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Mayfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Mayfield on 1st down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
The Browns ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
The Steelers take over 1st down.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
2 yards on
the last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
at the 16-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go with Chubb on second down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns, nothing.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and
in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
First and 10.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Chubb on the counter, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Mayfield with the
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Nick Chubb stopped short. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Oswell good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They run. Chubb, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
To Nick Chubb.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Browns on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Chubb. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw here. Screen pass to Connor. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Ebron with it over the middle. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Pushing tacklers aside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of
back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the ground is Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Pass incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, Mayfield. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And give him a gain of 37.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, you got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. With that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
And I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And again, it's Chubb. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
A give. This is Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Hey, alert 3. Slam. Tighten up.
Handoff comes to Chubb. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Chubb on the carry.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. And he'll give it here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Check.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
third down. Here's Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. So on fourth down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. And now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Wilson on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. But it's brought in by Washington. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Steelers 42. Browns.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
It's our time. Check 3, check 3. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Showing it. Showing it.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
The ball carrier. Steven Nelson on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
They'll take over first down.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Connor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
A loss of 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's second and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Down, Cleveland.
First down, Mayfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Now Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards the pickup there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
At the 30-yard line.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. All right, used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big linebacker on him or maybe a safety and call it a day. Now, because of the strength of that position and the sheer number of catches that they make as well as their dexterity, sometimes you have to put a cornerback on him because he might be the primary guy going out for a pass. It changes what they do defensively, and it's usually not good for the defense.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just gotta set like I run up in the backfield. I just gotta set like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake,